Hi there, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, at the end of our last video, I briefly showed you this masonry gallery that we've got going on here. I said if anybody was interested, I'd show you how to build it. Really easy to do. It's a question that comes up a lot with Divi as they have not got a built-in masonry gallery. But you can build this yourself very easily and I'll show you how. Now, as a disclaimer, if you've got 150 images that you want to turn into a masonry gallery, this is not going to be for you. But if you've got 20 or 30 images, you want to create a masonry gallery just like this with Lightbox, really easy to do. So let's get started. I've actually got this page open here. Let's get rid of that preview up there. Let's roll down to where this little masonry gallery is right here. I'm going to delete it and we'll start from scratch. So I've got a section here, the blue tab. Inside, I've got a row. I've got 3 columns. Obviously, you can have as many or as few as you want. Let's get rid of this and we'll start again. Okay, I'm going to add a new row. I'm going to throw 3 columns in mine. Obviously, adjust yours to taste and you can have different amounts on the different devices up here. Inside my first one, I'm going to throw in a blurb module. Okay, well, right away, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to delete everything inside this module. I don't want a title. If you do, then leave it there. Don't want any content. And I don't want that image placeholder up there. Okay, so we've got basically an empty module. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to elements. And I'm going to add an element. I'm going to throw an image module in there. Roll down a bit. It's alphabetical. There's the image module. Great. I'm now going to roll back to my blurb module by hitting the back arrow here. Remember, our image module is actually inside our blurb module with that great new elements feature. I'm going to give our blurb a background so I can see any gaps that are at the top and the bottom. Just give it a red perhaps. Okay, we've got a gap at the top and that is because it's set to flex and we've got a little vertical gap set. So still in our blurb module, I can go to design. Go to layout, should be set to flex, it is. Here's horizontal and vertical gap. I'm going to zero out all of these by putting a 0 in there, clicking on the next one, putting a 0 in there. That gets rid of that little gap. Well, we're actually good to go. I can just go into this blurb module and start cloning it for as many modules as I want here. Let's just add an image. We can just click on it. It'll take us straight to the image module, as you can see here. Let's throw a little image in there. Just so we've got something to start with, perhaps. Put that silly car in. I want it to open in a lightbox, so down below and the link, you can choose to open it in a lightbox, or of course you can link it to anywhere you want, which is a benefit of this method. Okay, now we've got that first one. We're just going to duplicate for as many images as you want. So to do that, I'm going to go to backend mode or wireframe view over here on the left hand side little icon. Left click. There's our blurb module. Make sure you clone the blurb and not just the image itself. So I'm going to go into the blurb. Let's do 4, 5. We'll drag one across. Like I say, do as many for as many images as you've got. Of course, you can add more later on as you go along if you want to. I think I need another one there. Now, if I flip back to the front end here, it's going to look fairly awful because we've just got a grid of all the same images. Now, the thing about the gallery module is if you put an image in of any shape, it's going to show all of your images the same shape. With this method, you can chuck in different shaped images and they'll display the correct size, or at least the correct aspect. So let's click on our next one. As you can see, we're straight in the image here. I'll go over content. You can throw in different shaped image, and you can just click on the next one, different shaped image, and continue going around. So it's not really difficult to pop these things in. Just click on them, throw in the next one, whatever shapes you happen to want to put in yours. And I'm sure you've noticed that they're the correct aspect ratio here. And what it's actually doing, it's throwing them in in a masonry fashion, one under each other. And I'll show you how to adjust the spacing in a moment. I'll pause this. I'll just do the rest here. And I'm just clicking on it, going to the image, throwing in whatever image you want. Okay, well, I've just chucked a few more in there. And obviously, if you want to add more, you know exactly how to do that. Just go back here, clone some more. Okay, so we've got 3 columns on desktop. Like I say, if you want to change the column structure, you can do so on tablet and mobile. On tablet, I think 3 is going to work. On mobile, they stack on top of each other, which should work too. That's not what we're looking at there. Let's roll down a bit. This is our little gallery right here. As you can see, they're still the same shape and they can still pop them out if they need to. So if you want to get rid of the gaps, let's roll back up to where we were here. I'm sure some of you are ahead of me. First thing we want to do is go into the row. Now, I want mine actually touching magazine kind of style, but you can adjust it to taste. So I'm in the row. I'm going to go to design. I'm sure you're ahead of me. Layout, exactly what we did before. If you don't want any gap, let's put a 0 there and underneath here. Now you'll notice we've still got a gap here. It's because these are the actual columns that we've got here. And in the columns, they've got some spacing going on there. So like I say, if you want a bit of a gap, put in something there. If you don't, leave it as 0. But now we can go into the column, or in the row. We can go into the column by going to elements. Here's our column. 3 of them. Once in the column, we do exactly the same thing down to flex. There's what they've got in as the default. If we put a 0 in there, that will get rid of that on the left-hand column there. Remember, we're working just on the left-hand column. But instead of having to go into the other columns and do it, what we can do, layout-wise at the top here, I can right-click just beside it, extend layout attributes, just to this row, parent row. Just want to do the columns. Design attributes, layout, modified fields, perfect. If I hit this now, it'll tighten all those up. And we've got a nice little masonry gallery. Like I say, it is small, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you've got 150 pictures, you're probably not going to want to do this, but this is a workaround. Like I say, this question does come up a lot, and this is a way you can build a small one from scratch very easily that works perfectly. I'm pretty sure they will upgrade their gallery module, as they've been creating so many other great things at the moment. Let's just save this, and we'll preview it on the front end, make sure it's going to work. And as I mentioned earlier, you can keep adding as you need to. So here we are. If I click on this one, it should pop out into a Lightbox. Perfect. Same with the rest of these. And they're retaining their aspect ratio there on our little grid. And that works for me. Like I say, if you've got hundreds of pictures, you're probably not going to want to do this. But it is an option for you. If you want to make a small masonry type gallery, that's the way to do it. Like I say, I imagine Divi 5 or Elegant Themes will be upgrading Divi 5 to have something like this in their gallery. They've been working so hard to give us all these new features, and this is one that's been requested quite a lot. Of course, we've done it in the past with plugins like Divi Supreme and Divi Flash. They have some great gallery options in some of those plugins, as do other plugins. That's just 2 that comes to mind. But if you want to do things without a plugin, Divi has now made it very easier for us, especially with that nested elements feature where we can add other modules to anything we want. So there we have it. There's a little masonry gallery created with Divi 5 using some little Blurb modules and then just popping an image in there. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions either about Divi 4 or Divi 5, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.